Your PC just became your personal agent. OpenClaw is free, open source, runs entirely on your own hardware, and talks back to you on Telegram, Discord, and more. No cloud required. You pull out your phone and send a message. Not a search query, not a question. A task. Draft my morning report. Your PC receives it and gets to work. No clicking, no typing at a keyboard. You just delegate it to your computer like you delegate to a colleague, and it simply does it. A traditional chatbot asks for a question, types an answer, then waits for you to ask again. OpenClaw works differently. You give it a task, it takes actions, then reports back when done. On the left, a chatbot sits completely idle, cursor blinking, waiting for your next prompt. It does nothing until you speak first. On the right, OpenClaw is already moving. It opens files, checks your schedule, fires off an email, and browses the web, all from one instruction, working through each step in sequence until the task is fully complete. 6 core capabilities: read and send email, manage your calendar, browse the web, access local files, control your smart home, and chat across more than 20 messaging platforms. Everything stays on your machine. A shield locks around it. Your files, your conversations, your data never travel to an external server. Your hardware, your rules, your privacy. Austrian developer Peter Steinberger built the first version in 1 hour in November 2025. That near vertical line tells the story. Within weeks, OpenClaw hit 145,000 GitHub stars, the fastest growth the platform had ever seen. So here is the key term: agentic AI. An AI that takes a sequence of actions to complete a task, not just answer a question. Input goes in, actions happen, output comes out. That is the core concept that makes OpenClaw different. So what can OpenClaw actually do once it is running on your machine? 6 things. It reads and sends your email automatically on your behalf. It manages your calendar, scheduling, and updating events without you opening a single app. It browses the web to pull down information. It opens and reads files sitting right on your hard drive. It controls smart home devices connected to your network. And it talks to you across over 20 messaging platforms. All 6 capabilities. One tool, running locally on your own computer. Those 6 modules cover the full loop of your digital day: inbox, calendar, web, files, home, and chat. And that chat capability reaches Telegram, Discord, WhatsApp, Slack, Signal, and more than 15 others beyond that. Here is what that looks like in practice. Your phone buzzes at 7 in the morning. You open Telegram. A message has arrived, sent from your own PC. It reads, "Good morning. You have a 10 a.m. meeting. Your inbox has 4 unread emails. Want me to summarize them?" Here are today's top 3 headlines. You did not type a single word to trigger any of that. OpenClaw ran 6 tasks in sequence automatically before you touched your keyboard. That label at the bottom says it all. Sent at 7 a.m., no keyboard required. To build that for yourself, you need exactly 3 things. Number 1, Node.js version 22 or higher. Number 2, any computer, Windows, Mac, or Linux. Number 3, an Anthropic API key. That is the complete checklist. Node.js is a free program. It is the engine that lets your computer run JavaScript code outside of a browser, and OpenClaw is built directly on top of it. Your hardware does not matter. Windows, Mac, and Linux are all fully supported. For the API key, head to console.anthropic.com, go to Settings, then API Keys, then hit Create Key. You will see a code beginning with the letters SKANT. Copy it immediately. It is shown only once. And one critical warning: do not use OAuth or your Claude Pro subscription. Anthropic has explicitly banned that connection method, and accounts using it have been suspended. Step 1. Go to console.anthropic.com. Step 2. Navigate to Settings, then API Keys, then Create Key. Step 3. Name it OpenClaw so you can find it later. Step 4, and this matters. Copy the key the moment it appears. The format looks like SKANT, followed by a long string of characters. Once you leave that page, it is gone. And that red banner at the bottom is not a suggestion. OAuth and Claude Pro are off-limits. Use the API key path only. With Node.js installed and your API key in hand, 2 commands do everything else. The first is npm install g OpenClaw latest that downloads the software to your machine. Watch the progress bar fill. The second command is OpenClaw onboard. A setup wizard launches and walks you through 5 steps. Paste your API key, scan a Telegram QR code to connect your phone, set an agent personality using a file called sol.md, configure the gateway, and then the browser opens automatically. At that point, send yourself a message and watch your own PC reply. So let's lock those 3 requirements in. Node.js 22 or higher. That is the engine, the program that makes your computer capable of running OpenClaw at all. Any computer, Windows, Mac, or Linux, that is your hardware, whatever you already own. And an Anthropic API key, that is the AI connection, the credential that links OpenClaw to the Claude language model so it can actually think and respond. 3 prerequisites. All 3 are either free or straightforward to obtain. And once you have them, everything else comes down to 2 commands typed into a terminal and a 5-step wizard that guides you the rest of the way. That is what comes next. So here's the terminal. A dark window, a blinking cursor, and a prompt that just reads user IPC. That prompt is the computer saying, "I'm ready, what do you need?" On Windows, you opened PowerShell. On Mac, it's terminal. On Linux, you already had this open. Nothing is typed yet. That changes right now. 2 commands stand between you and a fully working AI agent. Every character matters, so let's walk through the first one, word by word. Type this exactly. npm install g OpenClaw latest. Each word does a specific job. npm, highlighted in blue, is the Node Package Manager, the tool that shipped with Node.js. It's how the JavaScript world distributes software. Install tells npm to go fetch a package from the internet. The G flag, in yellow, means global. Install OpenClaw system-wide so you can run it from any folder, not just this one. And OpenClaw latest, in green, is the package name, with latest meaning, give me the newest version available. Hit Enter. npm downloads 847 packages in about 12 seconds and returns you to a fresh prompt. Command 1 is done. OpenClaw now lives on your system. Command 2, OpenClaw onboard. That launches the setup wizard, a guided question and answer installer that runs right here in your terminal. The 5 steps are already laid out on the right side of your screen, each one gray and waiting. You don't have to figure out the order or the configuration. The wizard asks the right question, you give the right answer, and it moves to the next step automatically. No guesswork. Let's go through each one so nothing catches you off guard. Step 1. AI Provider Setup. The wizard asks for your Anthropic API key, the one you copied earlier. Paste it in. Notice it displays as skant, followed by dots. That masking is intentional. Your key stays private even on your own screen. Hit Enter and Step 1 gets its green check mark. Step 2 connects your messaging channel. A QR code appears right in the terminal. Grab your phone, open Telegram, go to Settings, and tap Scan QR code. Point your camera at the screen. That's it. Telegram is now linked to your PC. From this moment, every message you type in Telegram travels directly to OpenClaw on your computer, and every reply routes back to your phone. Steps 1 and 2 are both checked off. 3 more to go. Steps 3, 4, and 5 complete quickly. Step 3 creates sol.md, a plain text file where you describe your agent's personality. The default reads, helpful, friendly, concise, with access to your files. You can edit it anytime. Step 4 configures the gateway, a local server binding to port 3000 on your own machine. Step 5 opens your browser to confirm everything is live. All 5 check marks are green. Now send a test message. Open Telegram on your phone and type, "What time is it?" Tap Send. Within seconds, my PC assistant replies with the exact time and date. That response was generated by the AI model, routed through Telegram, processed by OpenClaw running on your PC, and sent back to your phone. Your machine, your API key, your agent, no third-party server holding your data in the middle. 2 commands, that's the entire installation. npm install g OpenClaw latest downloaded the software. OpenClaw onboard connected your AI provider, linked Telegram, wrote your personality file, started the gateway on 127.1 port 3000, and confirmed your browser. Every box on the right is checked. Your PC is now running as an AI agent, reachable from your phone at any time. The setup is behind you. Everything from here is about what you tell it to do. So, what does running this actually cost you? The OpenClaw software itself is completely free. $0 to download, 0 to run. What you pay for is the AI model, the engine doing the thinking. Light use, a few tasks each day, runs $10 to $30 monthly. Step that up to a daily personal assistant, and you're looking at $30 to $70. Running heavy automation all day can reach $150. But that bottom row, highlighted in green, that changes the math entirely for beginners. Google's Gemini free tier. Every number in that table is an AI model API fee, a charge from the model provider, not from OpenClaw. The software column stays permanently at 0. That distinction matters. You control costs by choosing which model you connect. Zooming in on that Gemini row, Google's free tier allows up to 60 requests per minute at no charge whatsoever. For a beginner sending a handful of tasks per day, that ceiling is nearly impossible to hit. Even if you do exceed it, costs stay under $6 monthly. Compare that directly to a Netflix subscription. At $15.99, Gemini gives you real AI processing power for less. That is why, for anyone just getting started, Gemini is the recommended first choice. Same capability, dramatically smaller bill. Now costs are handled. But there is something more urgent. Inside your OpenClaw config file, one line determines who can reach your assistant. Host. Green means safe. Red, crossed out, means danger. Here is why that difference matters. In early 2026, Cisco's security researchers installed a popular third-party skill from the ClawHub marketplace. That skill could read files completely outside its permitted directory, files it was never supposed to touch. That finding became CVE 2026-25253, rated 8.8 out of 10. That is a high-severity rating. 3 rules address it directly. Rule 1, bind your gateway to 127.0.0 never 0.0.0.0. Rule 2, before installing any ClawHub skill, read its source code on GitHub first. Rule 3, run your update command. The patch for this exact vulnerability shipped within 48 hours of discovery. 3 branches, 3 non-negotiable rules. Green, 127.0.0. 1 only, blocks all external network access. Orange, vet every ClawHub skill by reading the GitHub source code before installing. Blue, keep OpenClaw updated. The command is npm update g OpenClaw. Run it regularly. Here is exactly what those 2 settings do. On the left, 127.1, a loopback address. Your computer sends a command to itself and only itself. No external device can reach OpenClaw at all. On the right, 0.0. Every device on your network suddenly has a direct line to your assistant. Your phone, a tablet, another laptop, a server across the room. All of them can send commands. That red warning border exists for a reason. One configuration line separates a private, controlled assistant from an open door. Always, always use 127.0.1. 4 things to carry forward. OpenClaw software is always free. Every dollar you spend goes to the AI model API, nothing else. Light users pay $10 to $30 monthly, but beginners should start on Gemini's free tier and pay close to zero. CVE 2026-25253 is a real, confirmed vulnerability, CVSS score 8.8, discovered by Cisco, and it affects unpatched versions right now. The 3 security rules are non-negotiable. Bind to 127.0.0.1. Vet every skill on GitHub and keep your software current. That last green line at the bottom, npm update g OpenClaw, run it today. 5 lessons, 5 check marks, each one a piece of a larger puzzle. What OpenClaw is, checked. What it can do, checked. 3 requirements to get started, checked. 2 commands to install it, checked. Cost and security, checked. Every topic covered, every concept unlocked. Now it all comes together one final time. A chatbot does one thing, you ask, it answers. That's the entire loop. OpenClaw operates on a completely different level. It plans, acts, checks its own result, then reports back to you. Reactive versus autonomous. A message from your phone hits the OpenClaw gateway running locally on your PC. That gateway consults an AI model, Claude, Gemini, or GPT, which then fires real actions. Email, files, your smart home. End-to-end execution, all starting from 3 requirements. Node.js 22 or higher, any computer, and an Anthropic API key. Then 2 terminal commands. npm install g OpenClaw latest, followed by OpenClaw onboard. The setup wizard takes over from there. Paste your key, scan the QR code, name your agent. 5 steps, 1 browser window, and your agent is live and running. API costs range from $10 a month for light use, up to $150 for heavy workloads, or $0 with Gemini's free tier. On security, bind to 127.0.0.1. Vet every ClawHub skill, and run npm update g OpenClaw regularly. A terminal humming with green text. A phone lighting up with a Telegram message your agent sent. That is OpenClaw doing its job while you weren't watching. Peter Steinberger built the first version of this in a single hour. Then 145,000 GitHub stars followed, 2 million visitors a week. He went on to join OpenAI to build what comes next. And now you have that same tool on your own machine. Agentic AI. 3 requirements, 2 commands, 1 wizard. You started this lesson wondering what OpenClaw was. You're leaving with the power to run it. Your Jarvis is ready. Go build something.